this cause. In the aftermath of the devastation this state has sustained from Hurricane Sandy, it is inspiring to see people still coming together and helping one another in events such as these. This past month, I visited the Jersey Shore, and when I was walking on the beach, I saw many homes that were affected by this devastation still having decorations for Christmas on their homes. One house in particular had a banner which simply said, "We are Jersey Strong." I truly believe New Jerseyans are exactly that. We are strong, caring, and always come together as one to support each other through the toughest of times. There is a strong sense of community in our state. Once again, that is what brings us here tonight. We have many distinguished guests among us here this evening. Miss New Jersey, Lindsay Petrosh, who has recently returned from Miss America, and she did a wonderful job out there, and we are very proud. We also have Sally Johnson, Miss New Jersey State Director, and many local directors here with us this evening. We have Dr. Sterling and the cardiology group from Hackensack Hospital. I would also like to recognize the members of our military forces, Sergeant Barker, Sergeant Williams, Sergeant Bales, Sergeant B, Sergeant Nugent, and the members of the USO Executive Board. These men and women are protecting us every day of our lives, and they don't even know our names. Yet their love for our country and its people is what makes these men and women true heroes. At this time, can we please give them a round of applause? We also have with us tonight the lovely Children's Miracle Network Child of 2011, Gianna Trotter. She is truly a child who has overcome many obstacles, yet one can never tell because this beautiful young lady has the most endearing smile, the warmest eyes, the confidence, the beauty, the poise, and the intelligence, all the qualities which every young woman should possess. It is people such as these who put aside their own missions in life to be here tonight and to help with another mission, the Queen of Hearts Foundation. I established the Queen, yes, clap. I think it's wonderful that they are here tonight supporting this cause. I established the Queen of Hearts Foundation at the age of 17, and since then have been joined by my sisters and close friends in an effort to gain momentum for our mission. I was very close with my grandparents who succumbed to heart disease. It was in their honor that we created this organization. There are many aspects of this mission. As a spokesperson, I speak to children about eating healthy, exercising, and screening for heart disease. I write and publish brochures for our youth to assist them in understanding on how to live a healthy lifestyle. I was able to establish my proposed mini heart walks through televised public forums and Board of Education meetings. It is now up to individual school principals to implement these programs. The Queen of Hearts Foundation was asked to partner with the American Heart Association, which was an honor, but I chose to remain independent. I want to be able to make a decision on where our funding efforts will go. In the past, the organization has donated to the AHA. In researching about heart disease and laws pertaining to heart disease in New Jersey, I came across an organization, Janet's Fund, and a bill entitled Janet's Law. This is what brings us here this evening. I became very interested in this bill, its evolution, the people, and the reason behind it. I have been a cheerleader throughout my life and also a volunteer coach for both our youth programs in Wayne. I read this article about a beautiful little girl, Janet Zielinski, who sadly succumbed to sudden cardiac death at cheerleading practice, when an automatic external defibrillator was locked up across the street, inaccessible to anyone. Janet, as well as many children, are dying needlessly because AED units are not readily available at schools or on public athletic fields. The Zielinskis chose to protect other children and their families from the devastating loss that they suffered. They put their own feelings aside in an effort to save others. They not only formed Janet's Fund, but created a bill to protect our children by making it mandatory to have AEDs in every school in New Jersey, trained personnel, and annual maintenance on these AEDs. It was a 6-year journey, and I was honored when they invited me to both the Assembly and Senate meeting when Janet's Law was passed unanimously over this past summer. On September 23, 2012, Chris Christie signed the bill. However, Janet's Law will not go into effect until 2014. That is why it is imperative for private sectors like the Queen of Hearts Foundation, to keep supplying schools with AEDs, trained personnel, and funds to manage these AEDs. I believe the passing of Janet's Law is only one phase of the quest. These AEDs need to be on every field, public area where children are present. The Queen of Hearts Foundation will continue to support new legislations. By attending this event tonight, you are supporting our mission and the goals of the Queen of Hearts Foundation and Janet's Fund. By simply being here tonight and enjoying our show, you are potentially saving a child's life, maybe even one that you know. I am grateful for my friendship with the Zielinskis and knowing people like the Zielinskis with all the love they have for others. They too are heroes and continue daily to make us Jersey strong. I would now like to bring up Karen Zielinski to say a few words.
Thank you, Carissa. Carissa did such a great job that she actually said a lot of what I was going to say, but I'm Janet's mom, and I had no idea that my daughter had something wrong with her heart. She had a very serious congenital defect that did not show any symptoms, so she collapsed suddenly at cheerleading practice, and it was basically a scramble and a race to save her life, which unfortunately she did not survive. Carissa, we met her a few years ago, probably I would say 4 years ago, and we were honored to have her represent Janet's Fund. Carissa is an outstanding young lady, and she is truly a role model for so many girls, and her selecting Janet's Fund, it just has so many little connections with us. My daughter was a cheerleader, and she had a heart that was made of gold. And I see that a lot in Carissa. And, you know, I know that Jana would be so proud that you've selected her fund and are honoring her and remembering her tonight. So thank you all for coming. The proceeds that Carissa is raising tonight through this tremendous effort, and I do know that it is a sizable accomplishment to plan an event like this, and it takes a lot of effort and time, but the proceeds will go directly to putting AEDs in New Jersey schools that don't have the means to purchase them. Some information for all of you: since 2006 in New Jersey, 39 children have suffered a sudden cardiac arrest. The majority of them occur on school property. 6 of those 39 children survived, and they were saved with defibrillators. So when an AED is used on a person who is in cardiac arrest, within the first minute, their chance of survival is 90%. And what a lot of people don't know is that AEDs are really easy to use, and if you don't know how to use them, I would just encourage you all to attempt to use them. If you see one and there is a victim, they have absolutely no survival chance if you don't do anything. So if I could encourage all of you to leave here and do one thing, it would be to go home and spend a couple minutes. You can find it on the web. Watch a CPR video, watch a video how to use an AED. There are so many great apps for your phone. It'll guide you through CPR. It'll guide you through responding. The AEDs speak to you. They display words on the screen. They tell you everything to do. You can't hurt a person. The only thing you can really do is help them. So thank you, Carissa. Thank you for selecting Janet's Fund. And I kind of was a little late because I was lost getting here, but Carissa has some brochures, and there's a lot of really helpful information, and there's also information on the fund website. But thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoy the wonderful evening Carissa's planned. And I'd also encourage all of you who have children or grandchildren to have your child screened. Check out our website. We have information on warning signs. Sometimes they're very subtle. Sometimes they're as vague as fatigue, which is what my daughter experienced. So I encourage you all to protect your children, protect each other's children, and protect each other. Thank you, and thanks, Carissa.
First pageant, hint, hint, Tanya. Paige is in this white two-piece pageant dress by Feisty Leray with light blue and pink lace detailing and flowers with AB crystals. Tanya is looking breathtaking.